From Kent Evenstead Arena in Monona, Wisconsin, this is Silver Eagle Basketball. Good evening, I'm Steve Martinelli from Monona Community Media, and tonight, as the season winds to an end, the Silver Eagles try to win victory number 301 in the career of Dan Zwiefel as they take on the Watertown Goslings. The Goslings come into tonight's match with a what record? I lost my place here. 9-8 record, 5-4 in the conference. Silver Eagles just a little bit behind them in the conference race with a 4-5 record, but they fell to 5-10 overall. Poor Coach Z, after they won that game over Sauk Prairie to give him his 300th career, they've lost 3 in a row, hoping to turn that tide tonight. Goslings come into tonight's game having won 2 straight games, but they're looking to avenge an earlier loss this season to the Silver Eagles. Monona Grove beating them on December 17th, 72-71 in a wild 3 overtime game. Who else? Lance Nelson, the hero in that one, hit a 3-pointer to win that one at the tail end of the game. And he'll be called on to do the honors again tonight, as they're going to need to score some points to beat these guys. Since that matchup, Watertown's really played very well in the second half of the season. They've got 3 guys averaging 10 points or better. Cade Oilers averaging 11 points a game, as is Corey Stoss. Dion Nailing just over 10 points a game. We're going to have to watch those 3. Neither team has an abundance of size, which is kind of an equalizer there for them, but Silver Eagles is a good rebounding team, as Connor Bracken leads them there with 11.5 rebounds a game. Connor's, let's see, where's he in the scoring? Averaging 8 points a game. But like I said, 11.5 rebounds. He's just been a force on the boards. He's had many double-digit games in rebounds. The big star on the team, of course, is Lance Nelson. Lance leading the team in scoring, second in rebounds. He's their top assist man on the team. He leads the team in steals, but the only category he doesn't lead in is blocks. Connor Bracken holds the honor with that. But Lance just having a splendid season, hitting exactly 50% of his shots, exactly 70% of his free throws, and 32% of his threes. He's got some help, though. Was mentioned Connor Bracken earlier. He's got a couple of guards that pitch in pretty heavily, too. Jacob Munz and Trey Loken. We expected both of those guys to contribute this year. What I didn't expect much of was Luke Tipton and Jordan Hibner. They both contributed very mightily to the Silver Eagles' success. Let's see if they can bring it up a gear tonight, as they're going to have their hands full against a pretty decent Watertown squad. Players are lining up. They're going to do player introductions, as it's teacher's night. They'll be introduced with their favorite teacher. And I'll give you the teacher's names as I can. Players wearing jerseys or warm-up shirts with the favorite teacher's name on the back, the teacher wearing the player's name on the back. Kind of a cool tradition here.
Tonight is Teacher Appreciation Night. Our varsity players and manager have selected a teacher or coach that has inspired each of them in the classroom or on the field. We thank our teachers for being a positive and inspirational leader, mentor, and friend to the members of our varsity program. Your service and dedication to the Monona Grove School District has not gone unnoticed, and let's meet this year's favorite teachers. Escorting Ellie Zwiefel and Sean Doherty, Miss Susan Bishop. Escorting Trey Loken, Miss Deb Whalen. Escorting Lance Nelson and Brandon Schreckenthaler, Mr. Matt Andringa. Escorting Jordan Hibner, Mr. John Willauer.
John Willauer, he's been around a long time. He was teaching when my kids were going here 20 years ago. John's a good guy.
Escorting Luke Tipton, Mr. Barry DeKemper. Escorting Jacob Munz, Mr. Charlie Payne. Escorting Kevin Nett and Henry Walsh, Mr. Brian Storm. Escorting Connor Bracken, Miss Kate Siegelmeyer. Escorting Will Schreiner, Mr. Andy Bellamy. And escorting Owen Croak, Miss Natalie Nielsen.
All right. Your MG Silver Eagles and their favorite teachers are.
Mr. Mark Esch being down ill this afternoon. He was Cam Banky's teacher as well. So let's give a round of applause for Mr. Mark Esch.
The most inspirational teacher. It's a fun tradition here. Good recognition for the teachers.
This year's Monona Grove favorite teacher. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this time, please rise.
All right. We're ready. The pep band is here tonight, so we'll have our national anthem. So please stand, sit, kneel, crouch, run in place as your conscience dictates. Introduction of our starters and get this game underway. Season winding down. It won't be long. They'll be announcing the matchups, the seedings for playoffs. Playoffs? All right, the starting lineup first for the Watertown Goslings. Number 3, 5'11" senior, Peyton Foltz. Number 4, 6'3" senior, Dion Nailing. Number 14, 6'5" sophomore, Nathan Gabinski. Number 5, 5'11" senior, Corey Stass. And number 1, 6'10" senior, and their leading scorer, Cade Euler. So, Euler, Foltz, Nailing, and Kapinski. Kapinski 6'5", Nailing 6'3". Now your Silver Eagles starting 5. 6'2" sophomore, number 4, Jordan Hibner at 1 forward. 6' senior, number 12, Jacob Munns at guard. 6'5" junior, number 21, Connor Bracken. 6' junior, number 3, Lance Nelson. And rounding out the starting 5, 6' senior guard, number 2, Trey Loken. Loken, Nelson, Hibner, Munns, and Bracken for the Silver Eagles. Euler, Foltz, Nailing, Stoss, and Kapinski for the Goslings. A team name intended to strike fear in opponents' hearts. Both teams huddling. Silver Eagles ready to go here. See Bracken jump center against who? I believe it'll be Kapinski. He's a 6'5", he's their tallest starter. Size-wise, these two teams match up very well. Yep, it'll be Kapinski against Bracken. We're just about ready to go. Silver Eagles going from left to right in their white jerseys. Blue jersey, Goslings going the other direction. And the Silver Eagles win the tip. Lance Nelson handling the ball for Monona Grove. Swings it right side to Munns. Back up top, this is Loken. Dribbles out of trouble, floats one into the left corner, and Munns will bring it out. He goes up top between circles to Hibner. They got Munz at the top of the key. I'm sorry, that was Nelson. There's Loken. Munz camped out in that left corner. There he is with the ball now. We'll bring it up top to Lance Nelson. We got Foltz on Nelson in this man-to-man defense. 3-ball attempt is long, tipped, and the Goslings recover it. I believe that was Stas bringing across for the Goslings. They bring it up top to Euler. Spin move, 10-footer. No, he's going to give it to Stas in the corner. Now they go underneath Kapinski. Tries to put a move on Bracken. Nothing doing up top to Stas. He'll give it to Euler. Swing it around right side. This is Foltz into the paint. Kapinski, nice move. Lost the ball. Recovered by Munz. Silver Eagles on the run. Nelson pushing it up the right side. Kick it into the corner. Hibner up top to Munz. Swing it right side or left side. They try to get it into Bracken. Overshot him and right into the hands of Corey Stas. Euler take it to the hoop and lays up the easy 2-pointer. They gave him the lane there, and nobody collapsed on him to stop that one, and it's 2-0 Gosling lead. Almost a minute and a half before we get a basket. The Silver Eagles took about a minute of that before they got their first shot off. Munz to Loken into the corner. Hibner back to Loken. Nelson, top of the key. Hibner. He'll go into the lane, put up the left-hander. No, rebound, Bracken right back up with it. No, he misses. Rebound by Nailing. They come down the floor in a hurry. Nice little scoop shot, missed though. Rebound Hibner. Euler had a nice shot at the basket, but he was a little too far underneath. Now Nelson will try to drive from the right side. He'll back it up now. He tries it again. There's a lot of bodies in there, and they're going to get a foul. I think Kapinski, although it could be Peyton Foltz. We'll see. See who they call this on. Foltz gets it. That's who I thought. They call it, say it was on the floor, so the Silver Eagles will inbound under their own basket. 15:44, they're still looking for their first basket. Bracken, Munz, they swing it left side to Loken. He looks inside, now he'll dribble it. Nelson on the left, back to Loken up top. Munz. Those three guards, Munz, Loken, and Nelson, not afraid to shoot the three. Hibner will drive in, nice move, spin. Got to get rid of it though. Kicks it out to Loken, up high. Bracken trying to drive the left baseline. Blocked out to Loken. Head fake. They go to Hibner in the right corner. He'll come out to the elbow. Good defense by the Goslings. They're not giving Silver Eagles anything reasonable. This is a team that likes to shoot the three, and they're cutting it off pretty well so far here in the opening 3 minutes. This is Munz. They clear out, set a pick with Bracken. Now Bracken gets the pass. They go up top with Loken. Swing it left side. Nelson. And we got a foul. This will go against the Goslings. It'll be Silver Eagle ball with 14:49 to play in the first quarter, or first half yet. Who is this guy coming in? Jackson Wiener? I hope his name's not Jackson Wiener. Foltz with his second foul though. The inbound at Bracken. Oh, missed the easy one. Euler with the rebound. A little behind the back for some reason. Stas for three, missed it. Off the backboard, rebound Nelson. He's got a 1-on-2 break. He'll take it in himself. He's not scared. Lays it up and in. First points of the night for the Silver Eagles, and it's a 2-2 game. Nailing, a little 10-foot jumper. Missed the rim, but kissed the backboard. Rebound Munz. Ahead to Hibner. Into the corner is Loken. Whip it around. Bring it around to the Munz in the right corner. Loken up top. Little head fake. He'll give it back to Munz. Munz looking inside for Bracken. Bracken trying to back in. Turn around right-hander. No. Rebound. Nailing. Gets fouled over the back by Hibner. Foul on the floor, so no shooting there. Silver Eagles little pressure getting across here. They go up top, Stas to the line, back to Euler between the circles. Guarded by Nelson. It's a good matchup. Nelson, their best defender. Euler, their best scorer. Kapinski faked it, the handoff. Euler from the free throw line for 2. Cade Euler, all 4 of their points. Off to a slow start, 13:30 some in the game, and it's only 4-2. When these two teams played earlier this year, I mentioned the final score was 72-71, but that was 3 overtimes. But then the regulation, they were tied at 51, so not a real high-scoring game. This is Loken on the right side. Up top to Munns. Somebody's got to take a 3 here. Munns in the free throw line now back up. Give it to Loken again. Trey will come up between the circles. Now drive into the lane, right side. No, dump it off. Munns had a look at the 3. He'll drive the lane. Got the basket and the foul. Nice move by Munns to get the basket. Kapinski called for his first foul. Walsh will come into the game for Bracken. Other Silver Eagles remain in the lineup. Exactly 13 minutes left. Got to make your free throws, Jacob. 4-4 with 12:55 to play in the first half. Stas to Wayner. Back to Wayner up top. Runs off a pick. Trying to drive left side. He's going to get fouled by Henry Walsh. Let's see if I have any notes on Wayner. No, he's done nothing of note this season. Walsh picking up his first foul, second on the team. Who do we have coming in here? Owen Croak into the game as Munns will take a seat. Nice inbounds pass to Kapinski. Just looped it up, he jumped up, grab and shoot. Made it a 6-4 game. Hibner up top to Loken. Hibner in from the corner now. Put up the right-hander, no. Rebound, Walsh. Henry can't get it, Kapinski gets the rebound. Long pass down to Wayner, 2 for Jackson Wayner. 5'10" junior guard. And it's an 8-4 Gosling lead, 12-12 to play in the first half. Loken into a double team. Step back, take the 3. Off the back rim, rebound Wayner. Euler on the run. Into the lane, had it slapped away, taken away by Nelson. That's his third foul, or third steal, I believe. Gets the basket and the foul. Nelson with 4 points, a chance to add another one there. 8-6, he cut the lead to 1. Wayner's first foul, 4th team foul. In for the Silver Eagles is Lucas Tipton. Hibner will sit down. Nelson misses the free throw. Silver Eagles 0 for 2 from the line in this early part of the game. This is Wayner. The 15, who's 15? Rowetter, a new Gosling. Of course, by definition, aren't Goslings new. Rebound by Croak. Gets it across to Nelson. Give it back to Owen Croak. Just outside the circle. This is Loken trying to drive. Oh, slid one off the backboard into the hoop for 2. All 3 of our guards have all of our points. It's 8-8. Tie game against Watertown. Rowetter for 3. Nope. Tipped. Ball on the floor. Tied up, they're going to say possession belongs to the Goslings. 11:05 to play, tied at 8. Bracken will come back in and Walsh will take a seat. Let's see if Connor can provide a little offense here. He averages just over 8 points a game. They're going to say it bounced off the Silver Eagles on the inbound pass. Good defense there. I believe that was Owen Croak who got his hands up and stopped that one. All right, so Cade Euler will inbound by the end of the MG bench. They get out to number 20, Evan Pauley. Pauley, one of their football stars. Wayner for 3. Wow, where'd this guy come from? He's got 5 points here in the first 6 minutes of the game, 5 minutes of the game. 11-8 Silver Eagles trail to the Goslings. Bracken to Loken. Nelson, left side. One-on-one against Wayner. No, now he runs into a double team. Knocked out of bounds, saved. Gets it to Bracken. Gives it to Croak. Kick it out to Loken. He'll do a spin move, put up the right-hander. No. Rebound, Kate Euler. Nice pass. Rowetter for three. Couple of threes by guys we haven't heard of much this season from the Goslings, and it's a 14-8 Watertown lead. Nelson almost lost the ball there, it looked like. Logan to Croak. No, that wasn't Croak, that was Tipton. Tipton hits the first three for the Silver Eagles, and we're, I think they've got the score around 14-11, it says on the scoreboard. I'm not sure that's entirely accurate. Yeah, we have 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 14-11, that is correct. My apologies. Wayner, right side. Pauly for a 2 from the free throw line. He's a 6'3" junior. All-conference defensive end for the Goslings this year. 16-11. MG trails with 9:20 to play in the first half. Nelson, excuse me, that's Croak trying to find a way in. In the corner, Nelson can't get it to drop, the ball tipped. Goslings come up with it. Euler in a hurry down the field. To Wayner for 2 more. Where did this Wayner come from? Who's this Wayner boy? 9:06 to play, an 18-11 Gosling lead. Yeah, Wayner comes into the game tonight. Let's see. His high this season is 7 points. I've got him for 7 already. Let's see average here. All right, Wayner. I don't even have him on my roster. Wait, there he is. Yeah, Jackson Wayner is averaging 3.4 points a game. He's only scored in 3 different games. All right. Will Schreiner in the game for the Silver Eagles. Nelson will bring it up. Schreiner getting the ball. 14 is Net. He's also making his first appearance. Schreiner up top. Hibner in the right corner. He'll go up top to Nelson. Okay. Running off a little pick to Bracken. Now Bracken gets the inside pitch. Bad pass there, but picked up by Nelson. Silver Eagles will take another shot at it. 8.5 minutes to play in the first half. Nelson, turnaround 10-footer. No. Rebound Bracken, and Bracken gets the foul. Bracken only a 44% free throw shooter. First foul on Corey Stoss. 5th team foul already for the Goslings. Bracken looking to get into the scoring column. Does so with that one. Kapinski back in for the Goslings. Silver Eagles with Tipton, Hipner, Bracken, Munns, and Schreiner. Knocked out of bounds after the miss. It's Gosling ball. Silver Eagles 1 out of 4 shooting free throws already. You know, it's an 18-12 game. This could be another close one. We may regret missing those. Euler bringing it up after the inbound pass from Nailing. Oh, nice play inside. Euler made a nice pass to Corey Stoss, who had the easy 2-pointer. Boy, you got to admire that even though you don't appreciate it. This is Schreiner, high right, left side. Over into the right corner is Munns. Spin move, go back up now. Get it to Tipton. Looking inside. Excuse me, that was Kevin Nett getting him. Steal, loose ball picked up by Munns, can't get it to drop. Bracken, the catch, the rebound, the putback, and 2. Connor Bracken with his first field goal. It's 20-14. Nailing down the floor in a hurry. Turn around, no. Tip. Rebound Bracken. Boy, he's got a lot of rebounds already. Ahead to Hibner. Hibner to Schreiner, left side, looking inside for Bracken, and Bracken draws a foul. Who are they calling this on? Stas, his second foul. So he'll come out. And number 3, Peyton Foltz will come back in. So a couple Goslings with 2 fouls apiece. Net will sit down. Who came in for the Silver Eagles? Oh, Lance Nelson. Munns looking inbound, finds Lance in the left corner. In the lane, kick it back. Hibner for 3. 3 for Hibner. His first basket of the night makes it a 2017 Watertown lead. Nailing looks into the corner. In and out, rattles. The shot rattles. That was who? I believe that was Owen Croak for 2. We'll give him credit for it. Maybe mistaken, but Silver Eagles bought back to within 1 now. This is Euler working against Nelson. Nailing now on the left side. Back up to Nelson. Dribbles between the circles. Runs off a pick. Over Bracken, shoots one. Nope. Rebound, Hibner. They give it to Munns on the run. Tries to drive from the right side, almost lost the handle. Now we'll pick it up, set up top with Lance Nelson. 6:25 to play in the first half. 20-19 Watertown lead. Silver Eagles with a chance to take their first lead of the game here. Hibner to Munns. A lot of game left, nothing to worry about. Oh, and a reach in on Kabinski. That's going to be his second foul. And that'll send Bracken to the line for a 1-and-1. Fouls piling up for the Goslings. They take Kapinski out now and put in who? 32. Who's this guy? Michael Kukan, a 6'2 senior. Bracken misses the free throw. Kukan misses the rebound, picked up by number 15. For the Goslings, that's Rowetter. Rattles one in. I missed who made that one. Sorry about it. Nelson gives it to Loken. Just under 6 minutes play. Oh, and we got a shove underneath. I think this is Bracken who's going to get called for this one. They got tangled up and the Gosling got the rough end of it. Yep, Connor Bracken's first foul. Just the 4th on the Silver Eagles. No hard feelings though. He and Kukan exchange some pleasant conversation. Kate Euler bringing it up now for the Goslings. They lead it 23-19. Up top, they swing it around. Euler for 3. Whoa, nothing but net on that one. That was a pretty shot. Kind of a flat jump shot, but it was nothing but net. 5.5 minutes to play. 26-19. This is Schreiner. Up top, Loken. Nelson, the 3, no. Rebound, Euler. Off the hands of Oliver Myers. Myers in the game for the first time. He can't handle it, and it'll be MG ball. Now Lucas Tipton will come in, and Schreiner will take a seat. Euler was an all-conference wide receiver, 10 touchdowns this season, or the past season. Munns thought about the 3 for a second there. Now they give it to Loken for 3, off the backboard, rebound Euler. Euler gets a lot of rebounds for a guy who's only 5'10". Nailing in the left corner, driving the lane, a little bump there, does a little hook shot, gets it to bang around and drop in. Nailing had a big game earlier this season. Let's see, 29 points versus Fort Atkinson back in January 21st. He averages, what, it's 10 a game, so almost tripled it in that one game. Hand off to Nelson in the left corner, guarded by the aforementioned Nailing. Munns catching that one. Hibner in the corner. No dribble in the lane. Nope, that's Tipton, not Hibner. Nelson back up. Munns a three. Nailed it. Jacob Munns with 5 points. 28-22. Gosling's in the lead. Oh, just missed the three-pointer. That was Oliver Myers rattling that one around. Now Euler will shoot the long three. Ooh, Nailing jumped and kind of fell over. A Silver Eagle can't blame anybody on that one. Nelson down the floor in a hurry for MG. He'll hand it off. Oh, and he stepped out of bounds. Nice play there. He had Hibner heading towards the basket, but he stepped out of bounds, and it's Gosling ball. Croak will come back in, and Henry Walsh will as well. Joining Nelson. Let's see who else we got. Tipton and who's our other guy here? Oh, Croak. Nailing in the corner, trying to drive the lane and do that little hook again. Is that Kabinski back in the game? No, he's 20-something there. Evan Pauly's back in. Nailing gets fouled by Henry Walsh. So we get a 1-and-1. Second foul on Henry. No bonus situation. Hibner, Bracken, Nelson, Croak, and Tipton in the game for MG. Nailing for three. Oh, nice outside shot. Nailing nailed it. 5 points for him just in the last minute or so, and it's a 31-22 Gosling lead. Nelson across the timeline. Three ball off. Rebound Bracken. Back to Tipton. They swing it to Nelson, spin move in the lane, floater, fading away, Lance Nelson hits it. He's got 6 points, cuts it 31-24. 2:50 to play in the first half. Pauly, high right side, free throw line. This is number 20, Evan Pauly. They give it to Euler. Euler give it to to Nailing. They swing it around. Oh, it's Wayner again. Wayner's having a great game, 7 points already. This is Euler. Nailing. Runs off a nice pick of Pauling. Pauling at defensive end, an all-conference pick. Myers to Wayner. Wayner, nice fake, fall away jumper for two. Wayner with 9 points in the first half. He leads them in scoring, and it's a 33-24 Watertown lead with 2 minutes to play. Nelson trying to drive right side, back up, cross-court pass to Hibner. Between the circles. We go Croak from the left side into the corner, Tipton. Dump it down low to Bracken. Bracken gets the scoop underneath. 4 points for Bracken now. Minute 38 to play. Euler to Myers. To Pauly. To Wayner. They swing it around. This is Euler again in the left corner. Breaking out to Myers, and he gets 2. They're just picking away at MG here. They lead it by 9 now. There's the biggest lead of the game. Minute 10 to play in the first half. Tipton up high to Croak. Swing it right corner. Hibner for 3. 4 threes for the Silver Eagles so far. This is Wayner. 35-29, under a minute to play. Euler throws it up top. Myers misses, rebound Hibner. Outlet pass to Nelson. He's on the run, stop and pop the 3. Missing, rebound. Myers. What, the ref called the timeout for something? Oh, piece of tape on the floor or hanging off a player or something? Anyways, Euler had a piece of tape around his wrist and it must have been coming loose because the ref made him take it off. He'll probably come out with that retaped in the second half. Euler will dribble up, 30-some seconds to play in the first half at 35-29 Gosling lead. Nelson will pick him up at half court. He'll hand it off to Nailing. Nailing guarded by Munns. Back to Wayner. High left side. Now high right side. They swing it in to Myers. Back to Nailing. 15 seconds left. They're going to just take some time off and try and isolate somebody here. You watch. Euler. They swing it around. Myers for three. Nope, no foul called. Rebound Bracken. He's got to hurry. 2 seconds left. He'll take the half-court shot. Oh, off the backboard, off the rim, and that'll do it for the first half. 35-29. The Silver Eagles trail the Watertown Goslings. We'll be back with the second half of the Silver Eagle boys basketball game versus Watertown. I'm Steve Martinelli, and this is Monona Community Media. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the second half of Silver Eagle basketball as they're taking on the Watertown Goslings in a thrower at halftime. Monona trails the Goslings 35-29. This has been a pretty good half. If the Silver Eagles can shoot a little better, they can run with these guys. Goslings haven't scored very easily. I mean, they put up 35 points. They've had to work for it. Monona Grove's matching them step for step. It's just the shots aren't dropping. Let's run down the scoring. Let's see, Trey Loken with 2 points. I've got 6 for Lance Nelson. 6 for Jordan Hibner on a couple of threes. Lucas Tipton with 3 points. Jacob Munns with 5. Let's see, 5 for Connor Bracken. And 2 for Owen Croak. On the Watertown side of things, let's see, Cade Euler with 7 points. Oliver Myers with 2. Dion Nailing with 7. Corey Stoss with 2 points. Jackson Wayner, we never heard of this kid. He hardly gets into any games. He's got 9 points to lead him in scoring, lead all scorers, in fact. 2 points for Kopinski, 3 points for Rowetter, and 2 for Evan Pauley. A couple guys on the floor in foul trouble in the first half. Henry Walsh with a couple of fouls. And on the Gosling side of things, Peyton Fultz, Corey Stoss, and Nathan Kopinski, 3 of their starters with a pair of fouls each. Not a good sign for them. Let's see if the Silver Eagles can capitalize on that. As the Silver Eagles will have the ball to start the second half. 18 minutes on the clock and a 35-29 Gosling lead. I like saying Gosling because it doesn't sound scary otherwise. Munns inbounds to Nelson. Silver Eagles with Nelson, Bracken, Loken, and Hibner. They're starting 5. Fultz, Kopinski, Euler, Nailing, and Stoss on the floor for the Goslings. This is Nelson, right side, into the corner to Loken. Trail dribble it out and give it to Munns between the circles. Back into the corner to Loken. Up top to Nelson. We'll try to drive, kick it back to Loken. They hoped that would open up a 3, but no such luck in the corner to Nelson. Bracken trying to back in, can't get it. Kopinski with the rebound. He'll give it to Cade Euler. Cade did not replace the tape on his wrist, if you're keeping track of these things. 6-point lead, and the Goslings have the ball. This is Corey Stoss. Stoss, the second-team All-Conference wide receiver of the football season. Euler steps back, misses the 3, rebound Bracken. About half the Silver Eagle rebounds are rebound Bracken, right? Munns to Loken in the corner, trying to drive the right baseline, put it up. One of the Goslings got a touch on that one. Fultz down the floor in a hurry. To Euler. Excuse me, that's Stoss getting the basket and the foul. Nice effort by Corey Stoss. Foul on Munns, picking up his first foul. First of the second half for either team. Corey Stoss's first trip to the free throw line. Rolls around and bounces out, rebound Bracken. 29 points for the Silver Eagles. They trail by 8 to the Goslings. 16:30 to play in the second half. Let's see if we can get some shots to drop here. Goslings have done a good job on defense, just not allowing a lot of shots by the Silver Eagles. Bracken gets the charge. Yep, that's a good call. Nailing was in position, and Connor Bracken just put the shoulder down and bowled past him. So a couple of hard fouls by Bracken so far in this game, and they called them right on him, especially that one. Euler trying to drive, blocked by Nelson. And he skids on the floor and falls down and gets called for a travel. MG ball. 37-29, 16-16 to play. Munz inbounding in front of the Gosling bench. Nope, Munz isn't going to inbound. This is going to be Hibner. Now, Nelson will bring it across the timeline. Picked up by Fultz. Over to Loken. Up top to Hibner. Swing it to left side, Nelson. Munz for three. Long. Nailing with the rebound. After tonight, MG will travel to Milton to take on the Red Hawks. Euler can't get the scoop. Rebound, who else? Connor Bracken. Yeah, the Red Hawks are 5-4 in conference. Then we have Fort Atkinson here at home. Fort is 1-8. That hopefully is a win. Munz will back up with the ball on offense. We got a girls game sandwich in there somewhere too. They loop one in for Bracken. Connor goes up, can't get it to drop. Nailing has it slapped away, but they say it's MG ball. Nope, it's Gosling ball, excuse me. Yeah, we've got the boys here tonight. They'll be here next Tuesday against Fort Atkinson, and then the girls next Thursday night on the 20th against Oregon, and that ends our regular programming of MG basketball. We'll get ready for baseball, softball after that. Long pass to Gabinski underneath the basket. Good defense, and Bracken leans into him just enough to force him out of bounds. MG ball. 15-16 to play in the game. 37-29. The Goslings on top. 8-point lead. Nelson to Munz. Up high to Bracken. Bracken going to lane. Munz in the corner. Drive up. Munz called for the charge. Second foul on Lucas. Silver Eagles looking a little desperate here to start the second half. I mean, only 2 points for the Goslings so far, but they're a little more composed, the Silver Eagles. A couple unnecessary fouls so far for MG. Kabinski from the free throw line, short. Rebound, no, it wasn't Connor Bracken. It's not Lance Nelson. Loken from the corner, oh, misses. Rebound Euler. So we go defense back down the floor to hurry on. Through the hands of Pauling, it'll be MG ball. That was a break. Hot dogs half price. Get here now. 14.5 minutes to play. Still a 37-29 lead for the Goslings. This is Loken, high right side. He'll drive the lane. Hand off to Bracken, and Connor turns it into 2 points. Cut into that lead, our first points of the second half. And we're 14-15 into the game, or into the half. So 3:45 before we finally score a basket. Ooh, they got Nailing under the basket and they missed it. Euler. Now he finds Nailing in the corner. Nailing was heading towards the lane, waving his arms. Fultz runs into a triple team. Kapinski. Come on, where's the charge? Hibner went down hard. Ooh, they're going to call Bracken for the foul there. I have to disagree with that one. Kapinski will go to the line shooting 2. His first trip to the line. Not very fruitful there. Bangs it off the front of the rim. Some really bad free throw shooting here. The Silver Eagles 1 out of 5 in the first half. Goslings have only taken 2, both in the second half, and missed them both. Now Bracken will sit down. Croak comes in his place. Tipton also in. Kabinski hits the second one. He has 3 points. Averages 7. 13-50. It's a 38-31 Gosling lead. Little floater by Nelson. Nope. Rebound Kabinski. Kabinski gets it to Fultz, who gets it across the timeline, looking for Nailing underneath the basket. And Nailing call for a double dribble MG ball. Oliver Myers in for Fultz. Myers has had some moments this season. He averages almost 8 points a game, a 6'2 sophomore. This is a pretty young team. They got a lot of juniors and sophomores on it. I think they're going to be a pretty decent squad for the next couple years. Tipton Loken thought about the three. Now he'll drive the lane, lost the handle, picked up by who else? Kate Euler. Euler down the floor in a hurry, nice dish, but Meyer wasn't ready for it. Kabinski tracks it down. Give it to Meyer again anyways. They swing it around Euler, nailing in the corner. 13-10 to play. Nailing. Oh, almost lost it again to Hibner. Timeout called by the Goslings. Boy, Hibner slapped it away from Paul Nailing twice, and they almost ended up with a steal. But 13:03, Goslings call a timeout, 38-31. The Silver Eagles trail by 7. Uh-oh, they're doing Baby Shark. The newest dance sensation. When I was in school, we didn't have music like this. No, we're just standing around the gymnasium looking at each other and going, hey. Bonus points for anybody that knows that reference. All right, 13 minutes plus change in this game remaining. Silver Eagles on the defense. Corey Stas inbounding for the Gosling. Stas listed at 5'11". He looks bigger than that. Kate Euler listed at 5'10", but he's 3 inches shorter than Stas, no doubt. Euler and Stas playing keep away up top. They look inside for Kaminsky. Nice pass to Nailing. 2. Nope. Rebound. Loken. He went high for that one. That's why I wasn't sure who got that one. Into the corners, Nelson. Back to Loken trying to post up. Nope. That's Henry Walsh getting it to drop. Oh, excuse me, Net. Kevin Net. He muscled up there. I thought it was Henry, but he did a nice shot and dropped it. 38-33. Maybe we'll get back in this one after all. Myers to Stas, to Euler, swinging around to Nailing. Inside to Kapinski. Kapinski gets one in over Net. Kapinski is just a big kid. He's listed at 6'5", but he's fairly muscular. He's going to be a tough one, too. He's just a sophomore, isn't he? Yes, he is. 6'5" sophomore. Nice. Hibner, Owen Croak. Owen high left side into the corner to Trey Loken. Loken will give it to Nelson, who dribble up between the circles. Now try and drive to the right side, kick it back. Hibner for 3. Nope, Hibner's got a couple already, but short on that one. Euler up the floor in a hurry. He's a quick one. Nailing from the left corner. He hits the 3. He's got a couple of three-pointers to his credit. 7 points. And it's a 43-33 game. Just like that, the Silver Eagles got to within 7, and that 10 is a big difference. Now Croak working against Stas. Nailing almost got it. Hibner drive to the left baseline, nice fake, and he's called for the travel. Oh my goodness. 11 minutes and 12 seconds to play. Silver Eagles making some substitutions. Will Schreiner into the game. Munns. Let's see. Nelson. Walsh in. Croak still tying his shoe. Croak, Munns, Nelson, Walsh, and Schreiner on the floor for the Silver Eagles. Myers will give it to Euler, and he'll bring it across the timeline, picked up on defense by Nelson. Kapinski, top of the key, looking for some help. Finds 15, Derek Rowetter. Back up to Euler, back to Rowetter. Rowetter, Kapinski. Running the offense here? Nope, he's going to hand off to Euler. Euler will step back. Rowetter for 3, short. Rebound, Nelson. Silver Eagles on the run. Nelson will slow up now. 10.5 minutes to play. Silver Eagles down by 10. Munns out to Croak. Nice move. Runs into a double team. Now spin out of the lane. And he'll give it to Lance Nelson. They'll set up again. Under 10.5 to play. Nelson try to drive from that right side. Blocked there. He'll go up top to Croak. Silver Eagles aren't getting many clear shots at all. This defense is really shutting them down. Croak trying to drive. Runs into trouble. Walsh to Nelson. Spin move. Dump it down low to Henry Walsh. Henry basket, no foul called. Taken away from Henry by Stas. Stas down the floor in a hurry. Euler coming up the right side, lays it up, misses. The putback by Stas, by Kapinski is missed. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. I think they're going to get Henry on this one. That's Schreiner picking up his first foul. Kapinski the line where he's 1 out of 2. He's shooting 2. They're 1 out of 3 for the game. Net on that one. That was a nice shot. Now Croak will come out and Loken will come in. Subs for the cheesemakers, for the Goslings. Let's see, we've got Euler, Rowetter, Kapinski, Stas. He makes them both. Kapinski will come out, number 20, Pauly will come in. 45-33. Munns to Loken, high right side. Back up top to Nelson. Somebody's got to catch fire here for us. Nelson to Loken. Nice shot there. Lance Nelson for 3. And a turnover by the Goslings. It'll be MG ball. All sorts of subs coming in and out of the game. Let's see if I can get. Monona Grove's got Munns, Nelson, Schreiner, Bracken. We should have one more. There's Trey Loken on the floor over by the bench. Munns will take the inbound pass. 45-36, 9:18 to play. Nelson, stop and pop. Misses. Rebound, Euler. Who else? No, that's Foltz. There's Euler. Foltz, dump it down low. Loose ball picked up by Munns. They got the numbers, 2-on-1. Loken, too far underneath. Kick it out to Munns on the left side. He drives the lane, draws the foul, won't get 2 shots. I think they're going to call Pauly. Pauly picking up his first foul. Will send Munns to the line. Jacob shooting 2. He's a 66% free throw shooter. Missed that one. Jacob 0 for 2 from the line tonight. Jacob's second one coming up. See if he can make this. There we go. There's one for him. At least we got something out of that possession. 45-37. 8:50 to play in the game. Foltz gives it to Nailing. Foltz, guy's hanging on him, but no fouls called. He misses the basket. Rebound Munns. Lucas on the run. Ahead to Nelson. Dump it to Loken. Back to Munns. Schreiner up top to Loken. 8:25 to play. Silver Eagles down by 8. Munns. Bracken forces his way in and gets the 2. Good, strong move to the basket. 9 points for Connor Bracken. 45-39, just a 6-point game now with just over 8 minutes to play. Silver Eagles might crawl back into this one. Pauly from the free throw line for 2. He has 4 points. 47-39. Nelson working against Foltz. This is Munns now to Schreiner on the right side. Bracken, nice spin move. 2. Where did that hook shot come from? Connor Bracken with 11 points now. Bracken averages 8 a game, so this is nice. We need him in double figures against these guys. This is Wayner. Wayner's played very well tonight. Nothing in the second half yet. Of course, having said that, watch him catch fire now. Stas running off the pick from Pauly. Nothing there. He'll give it to Nailing up top between the circles. Over to Stas again. He'll try to drive that left side, and Munns right there to stop him. 7+ minutes to play. Nailing, missing. Rebound Munns. Munns is catching fire here. He's only got 6 points, but there's feeding 2 to Schreiner. big basket for the senior, and a timeout called by the Goslings. 47-43, the Silver Eagles to within 4 with 6:55 to play. They've really turned it on in the last few minutes here. Just under 7 minutes to play, and Monona within 4 points now. This is striking distance. Coming out of the timeout, the Goslings will have the ball, but Monona's got a lot of momentum on their side right now. Remember, they trailed by 10 a couple times in that first half. I think they might have even trailed by 11 at one point. But a 4-point game is something Coach Z's got to be pretty happy with. His guys have fought back here. 6:55 to play. Now the Goslings have only picked up 1 foul so far in the second half. MG with 5 already. He's got 2 on Munns, 2 on Walsh, 3 on Connor Bracken. On the other side, Foltz and Kapinski and Corey Stas all have 2. So with just under 7 minutes to play, not a big problem for the Goslings. Silver Eagles have to play a little careful. All right, the buzzer calls them back out on the floor. We're ready to go. The last 6:55 of this game. The Goslings visiting the Silver Eagles on Monona Community Media. Hey, if you're looking for something to do on Monday nights at 5 p.m., listen to WVMO LP, Voice of Monona 98.7. Great show called Upbeat by my buddy BFB. Cade Euler bringing it up for the Goslings. Watertown leads by 4. Nailing back to Oliver, next Euler. Euler back to Nailing. Stas in the left corner, or left side. He's not in the corner yet. There's Nailing running off Kapinski's pick. They run right through it, no problem. Stas to Euler, they swing it around. Nice move. They go to Kapinski, trying to drive the right side of the lane. Nothing doing there. Good defense by Bracken. Coiler, he'll go out, drive underneath the basket. Float one up. No. Tipped by Nailing. Tipped again. Bracken brings it down. Mine, mine, mine. He says now the Silver Eagles with a chance to pull within 1 possession here. Nelson to Schreiner. Munns top of the key. Loken thought he was going to take the 3. He goes into the lane. Hands it to Bracken. Bracken for 2. 13 for Connor Bracken. All but 3 of those in the second half. A cartwheeling foul called here. What was that? A little acting, I think. Foul on Trey Loken. Just the first on Trey, but that's a 6th foul. And that'll send Peyton Foltz to the line. .5:55 to play. It's 47-45 Gosling lead. Foltz to the line for the first time tonight. Cooley sinks that one. Foltz with, well, that's his first point. Foltz averages almost 7 a game. All right. Foltz lining up a second one. 48-45, 49-45. He sinks them both. And a 4-point lead with 5:55 to play. Nelson bringing it up for the Silver Eagles. Work against Foltz. Now drive, nice move there. Can't get it drop, rebound Nailing. Euler on the run. Euler into the lane, floats one up, no. Gonna call against Kapinski, I think. No. Yes. Third on Kapinski. He's the first Gosling with that many. Silver Eagle ball, 5.5 minutes left. Nelson brings it across. Timeout, Silver Eagles. 5:27 to play, a 49-45 Watertown lead. All right, well, pretty exciting so far, I gotta say. For a while there, it looked like Watertown was going to run with it. Monona Grove has brought it down to just a 4-point lead for them, fighting back. Well, it might be this weekend, I think, and maybe the following weekend, but the girls' tournament will be announced pretty soon. That'll start Tuesday, February 25th. Hoping we'll get at least one home game here. The girls, without a great record, they've had a good season. They're certainly about 500, which should give them better than average seed. They should be in the upper half of their bracket, I would think. 5:27 here. The boys are going to struggle in the playoffs, I'm afraid. They're not going to get a good draw early on. All right, the buzzer calls them out of the timeouts. Earlier tonight, both JV squads won. JV won 56-53. That was an exciting game. Elliot Erb and Anthony Thomas both hitting a pair of free throws in the last 10 seconds to lock that one up for MG. And the JV1 squad, or JV2 squad, coached by Trey Powers, former MG football star, they won 43-29. They've had a good season this year. All right, MG with the ball, trailing by 4, 5:27 to play. Let's see what we can do here. Nelson will give it to Munns. Munns looking for some help, finds Lance Nelson. He's always willing to pitch in, lend a hand. Kick it back, Loken, he'll drive. Left-handed scoop, nope. Bracken with the rebound, the putback. Counted in the foul, Connor Bracken. 15 points and a chance to add another and make this a 1-point game. Basket counts, who's gonna get this? Kapinski? Kapinski, his 4th foul, so he'll sit down. And who is this coming in? 32, Michael Kukan. Bracken, 1 out of 3 from the line so far tonight. That was a good time to make him his second one. Makes it a 49-48 game with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left. Euler walking it up. He'll hand off to Peyton Foles. Foles picked up by Loken. Inside to Meyer, or to Euler. Euler the easy 2. He hasn't scored until just now in the second half. That's 7 points for him. No, I'm sorry, 9 points for him tonight. Nelson, he'll try to answer now. It's back to a 3-point lead, 51-48. Loken, stop and pop. Nope. Oh, excuse me, that was Nelson. Bracken with the putback. Connor Bracken having a great night tonight. His high is 15. Let me see. He's at 17, 18 now. So career night for Connor Bracken. Euler trying to drive that right side. Nelson all over that business. Foltz to nailing in the left corner. Kukan from the free throw line. Back to Nailing. 12-footer. Dropped it in there. That was a big shot for Dion Nailing. 10 points for him. 53-50. Just under 4 minutes to play. Loken. Loken really wants the 3. You can see every time he gets the ball, kills him that he can't take the clear shot. Munns needs some help. Nice pass into Bracken. Off the hands of Will Schreiner, and it's Watertown ball. Tipton will come in for Schreiner. Tipton with 3 points, a single 3-pointer in the first half. See if he can light some fire on the Silver Eagles as they trail 53-50 with 3:40 to play. Euler to Pauling. 3 ball for Kukan, no. Excuse me, from the free throw line. Rebound Munns. Munns stop. Give it to Loken on the left side. Dribble into the free throw line, into the lane. Back to Munns, driving the baseline, and he gets hammered. Call this on Stas, I believe. Yep, Corey Stas picking up his 3rd foul. They're going to leave Stas in the game, send Munns to the line. Munns 1 out of 3 from the line tonight. 66% for the season, though. A couple here would be really sweet, Lucas. There you go. 53-51 with 3:17 to play. Now Tipton will come out, and Hibner will come in. Munns ready to shoot his second one. Munns in and out, rebound Nailing. Dang, that would have been a nice one to have. 53-51. Let's get a stop here, guys. 3:10 to play. This is Foltz. Looking for some help. Finds Kukan at the free throw line, hands off to Nailing. He'll drop back on the left side, he's swinging around. Euler on the right side. He likes that right side a lot. This is Stas. He'll dribble to the left. He's not afraid. Out to Euler, back to Stas. Back to Euler, high on the right, on the left side. Now he'll dribble over to the right, try to run off the pick from Kukan. Nothing doing there, give it to Stas, back to Euler. 2.5 to play. Stas, trying to find that left side, a weakness on the left side, nothing doing there. This is Foltz to Nailing. Nailing high right, up top to Foltz. Foltz drives the lane, no, nothing doing. Munz gets the rebound. Took it away from Bracken, in fact, 2:20 to play. Munz, he'll pull back now and give it to Lance Nelson. 2:15 left, 53-51. We get a whistle, a timeout called by the Silver Eagles. 2:13 to play, 53-51. MG trailing by 2. Remember, MG was down by 6 at halftime. They've been down by 10 several times throughout this game, but fought back to within 2 now. And now the Silver Eagles have the ball and a chance to tie or take the lead. Not their usual night, though. Monona Grove, let's see, hit 81 threes on the season. I guess that's less than 6 a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them tonight. That's not bad, I guess. It would be nice to hit a couple more, though. 18 points for Connor Bracken, though. That's a career high for him. He scored 15 against Sauk back on January 25th, and he's got to be in double figures in rebounds, too. All right, for the Silver Eagles, it's Hibner, Bracken, Munz, Nelson, and Loken. The 5 you'd expect to see out there. Bracken, this is actually their starting 5 tonight. Munz to Nelson. 2:06 to play. Bracken tried to go baseline against Kukan, shoots over him. No, rebound Euler. Under 2 minutes. A 2-point Watertown lead. Euler will hand off to Nailing and get it right back. Kukan. They ran that before, like a swinging gate play. Give it to Nailing, and he gives it to Euler, who makes the easy layup, the scoop underneath for the basket. 55-51 with 1.5 minutes to play. Nelson. So the Eagles are going to have to extend and start shooting some long ones here pretty quick. Loken, he'll step back. Give it to Nelson. He'll stop and take the 3. Nailed it! Nothing but net. Lance Nelson, a huge 3. 55-54, minute 15 to play. A 1-point game now. Nelson steps up big as he has so many times before. Munz almost took it away from Stas. This is Euler now, guarded by Nelson. Nailing. 1 minute to play in a 1-point game. This is Stas, guarded by Munz. Over to Nailing. Euler now. Euler wants to drive, but he knows Nelson can match him, and we got a foul called on Nelson. What? He barely touched him. So Lance called for just his first foul. I've got 12 points for Lance, a few below his average. Bring in Tipton. Hibner will sit. Euler to the line where he's making his first free throw attempt. He's got 11 points. He averages just a shade over 11, so he's right there. 49 seconds to play in a 1-point game. Let's see how Euler can do. 1-1. Perfect on that one. 12 points for Euler now. Second one coming up. That makes it a 56-54 Watertown lead. So not insurmountable, but this is going to be tough. Euler makes it, so it's a 3-point game. He makes them both. 57-54 with 49 seconds left. Full timeout called by the Silver Eagles. Well, we've seen some pretty outstanding games here tonight. Euler, Connor Bracken's played really well. Lance Nelson, of course, always plays good. Jackson Wayner, who knew where this kid came from? It's 9 points in the first half, nothing in the second half, though. I guess they overlooked him. Kabinski's had a pretty decent game. Oliver Myers, he's their fourth leading scorer, just about 8 points a game. He's got 2. Corey Stas has had 4 points as well, so they've held a couple of their key players under their averages. But they're not only going to have to hold them for the next 49 seconds, they're going to have to score 3 here at least to tie it. looking for a career victory, 301 for Coach Z. Before they travel to Milton. When is that game in Milton? Friday night. Take your sweetie on Valentine's Day down to Milton and watch Silver Eagles play. You can stop at the world's largest Culver's before the game. I'm not a paid spokesperson for Culver's. I'm just aware of the world's largest one being on the way to Milton. All right, Silver Eagles come out. Actually, that's the Goslings. Kapinski, Stas, Holtz, Nailing, and Euler. They're starting 5. Bracken, Loken, Munns, Tipton, and Nelson, of course, on the floor for the Silver Eagles. Trailing by 3, 49 seconds left. Inbound and Nelson. Tipton in the corner. Up top to Bracken. Left side, Munns. Up top to Nelson. Try to drive the lane. Stop and pop. Nope. Bracken rips the rebound away, and they call a jump ball, and it'll go to the Goslings. Bracken went in and battled Fultz for that one, and Fultz went down, but now without putting up a fight for it. He'll take a seat now. Who's this guy, number 2 coming in, Oliver Myers. Myers more of a shooter than Fultz is. A little bit more. Myers also 6'2". Now full court pressure by the Silver Eagles. Good defense there. Munns tips it. Stolen by Nelson. 25 seconds. Munns to Loken. Silver Eagles need a 3. 57-54. Nelson comes up with it. 18 seconds, and we got a timeout called by Coach Z. 17 and a half seconds left. Pretty exciting stuff. 57-54. Remember, these two teams went 3 overtimes when they faced each other earlier this year. Watertown earlier this season played against Destiny High School, who I have to admit I hadn't heard of. Looked them up. They're an independent team. They're 3-12 this year. D4. They're out of the Milwaukee area. They co-op football with Milwaukee Vincent. Watertown beat them 101-77. That had to be a wild one. In that game, Corey Stas had 23 points, 15 for Rowetter, 11 for Cade Euler. But imagine 101 points against the Destiny Eagles. Mom and Dad, if you're listening, I'll call you as soon as the game's done. Don't worry. 17.5 remaining in this one, 57-54. MG down by 3. Hoping to make it a sweep. They beat the Goslings in Watertown earlier this season. They've trailed this entire game. They got to within 2 or 3 a couple times, but now is when it really counts. So the Goslings come out with the same 5 that have been out there. I'm not going to run through them again. Silver Eagles come out on the floor. Let's see. Tipton, Bracken, Nelson, Munns, Loken. No surprises there. Munns will inbound right in front of the MG student section. Nelson by the half-court line. Munns inbounds to Nelson. Gets it across the timeline. Bracken. Bracken swinging those elbows. Munns, 9 seconds. 3 ball for Trey Loken. No. The rebound. Tipped. Flares on the floor. What are they calling timeout? They're going to give it to the Goslings. Referees have to confer. They give it to Watertown with 2.6 seconds remaining. Oh, for cry-eye. Good call by the Watertown coach, but that ball was loose on the floor. They could have easily called a held ball, in which case MG would have gotten it. Coach Z looks pretty disgusted. He's wanting a held ball there, which would have given his team a chance. Instead, all they got to do is the Goslings have to kill time for 2.6 seconds. Well, that kind of stinks. Got a number of calls that I'm not so sure about. That one hurts the most. Watertown will have the ball, 2.6 seconds remaining and a 3-point lead. MG's got to go after this inbound pass, something hard. And if they don't get it right away, they got to foul immediately. Immediately. Oh, that's too bad that it was decided by that out-of-bounds call. Let's hope MG can recover and pull this one out. Magic out of a hat, right? Bracken, Tipton, Munns, Nelson, Loken on the floor. Goslings ran a couple subs to the scorers. They will see who they bring out. Coach Z giving his guys some instructions yet. Okay, Myers, Euler, Pauling, or Nailing, Kapinski, and Stas. Stas right in front of Coach Z. Boy, that's kind of humiliating. MG defense all over these guys. Let's hope we can intercept a pass here and call a timeout. Nope. Call right away on Loken. So that'll send the Goslings to the line. Second foul on Trey. I guess that's a moot point. So Oliver Myers to the line, a 6'2 sophomore. Myers averaging just about 8 points a game. He's only got 2 in this game, has not been to the free throw line yet. Now Evan Pauly will come in and Nailing will sit down. Or will he? Nope, somebody else. Euler sits. That's interesting. All right, a lot of pressure on the sophomore. He missed the shot. Out of bounds. It's MG ball with a 1.5 left. He didn't even hit the rim with that shot. Wow. Oliver Myers, one of their better players, misses the shot. It goes out of bounds. MG has a chance with a 2.5 left. A 3-point Watertown lead. We can tie it with a foul. We could have a chance to win it. 57-54. Wow. That was a huge, huge miss. I mean, Myers hit the net with the ball, but he hit the underside of the net, not as it was going through the hoop. So Monona Grove with a chance here now. Boy, when it was a 10-point game earlier in this half, I didn't think MG was going to come back this strong. They actually have a shot at tying things up here. I would take that a tie in regulation and win it in overtime. Remember, they played 3 overtimes before. That's a lot of basketball in one night, especially for some of those kids that play most of the game. You know, Nelson had to probably get 40 minutes in that game plus. All right. Well, Oliver Myers on the bench now as they put Euler back in. All right, MG will inbound underneath the Gosling basket. A 2.5 to go. Myers will inbound. Yeah. Goslings drop back to half court. They're not going to pick up anybody in the front, in the over the free throw line, or over the half court line. Munns, the long pass. And that'll end it. They didn't get a shot off. Good defense there by the Goslings. Kapinski knocked it down, and the Silver Eagles fall to the Goslings 57-54. Second half, MG putting up 25 points. The Goslings 22. It's a good comeback by Monona Grove. Great efforts there by Connor Bracken, Nelson, Loken, Munns. I mean, they all played well, but just couldn't get enough shots off tonight as the Watertown Goslings defense stifled the Monona Grove offense. And the Silver Eagles will fall tonight 57-54. Let's see, their record now 5-11 on the season. Watertown will go to 10-8, 6-4 in conference as they try to hold on to third place. But we'll be back here next Tuesday night with the boys taking on Fort Atkinson. And then Thursday, February 20th, when the girls take on Oregon Panthers. I'm Steve Martinelli. This is Monona Creative Video. Good night.